Chelsea 3, Aston Villa 0. Lukaku with a brace and a sensational performance from the Belgium striker. Chelsea joined Man United at the summit of the table after 4 games. And it was an interesting game indeed because Aston Villa had a lot of play in the first half. They put Chelsea under a lot of pressure. Sal Niguez had a performance he never wants to have again. He never wants to have a performance like that for Chelsea again in future. It wasn't particularly great. He was caught out of position. He was just being run through today, and he got a baptism of fire about, what the Premier League is all about: the speed, the velocity, the power, the pace, the intense nature of the league that we have. But the substitution was made. Chelsea went in, of course, at halftime already up. And then, as you can see, they just took over as soon as J5, Jorginho, one of the best midfield players in the world, came on. And Villa kept on having a go. They kept on trying and trying and trying. Tyrone Mings with a brain fart moment, leading to the opportunity for Kovacic to put the ball in the back of the net. I think only his second Premier League goal for Chelsea, a rarity for him. And then it was just cruise control. In second gear for the rest of the game, reserving energy, of course, ahead of a Champions League week. And then Lukaku steps up and scores his third goal of the season. And to put it into perspective, just to kind of give this some clarity, Chelsea's highest goal scorer last year had 7 goals. Lukaku is already on 3. Already on 3. This man is scoring well over 20 league goals this season. He for me, makes Chelsea the title favourites. Man United, Man City, just behind them in that pecking order. And you saw tonight another comfortable performance. And when they did get broken down today, Mendy stood up and made himself be counted as well. Overall, an excellent performance. We're going to jump into your super chats and your comments very, very soon indeed. Kieran here says, that's my world-class striker. We are winning the league. Come on, you Blues, is what Kieran's got to say there. This is the Football Terrace. We're going to share the link very, very soon for you to come on and have your say. Smash that like and share button. If you're watching over on Give Me Sport, thank you. Make sure you come and subscribe to us here at the Football Terrace. If you're watching on YouTube, you know what you've got to do. Smash like, share buttons and all that. Let me change the icon there and put in the Chelsea badge up. The official Football Terrace Chelsea badge is up on there as well. Let's jump straight into this, people. Let's go. I want to ask, how's the new sound? Because I'm trying a different microphone. So I've tried a new microphone. The irony is this is nowhere near as expensive as my other one, but we're using a different bit of software. I need to know what the sound is like, more so when I add callers, because the sound was always janky when I added callers. So I need to know whether it's any good or not. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Monsieur Ahmed says 3-way race for the title in Chelsea, United and City. 3 ways to the Golden Boot: Lukaku, Salah and Ronaldo. Smash that like button. And I think that's very, very true indeed. It's a 3-horse race for the title. Liverpool are just outside that for me right now. And the Golden Boot race is going to be amazing as well. It really is. I'm going to be honest, Terry. We dominated the first half partly because Sal wasn't ready. We got dominated because Sal wasn't ready. Second half was much better. Lukaku with 2 class goals. Do you know, Artem, I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. And I couldn't agree more. Sal Niguez, everyone knows how much I rate him. I'm not going to deviate from that. But it was a debut disaster. Absolute disaster for him. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. He'll be embarrassed by that performance. It'll be that rude awakening. But I implore Chelsea fans to not write him off. And the reason that I say that is because I'm going to say 2 players' names. I'm going to say Patrice Evra, Nemanja Vidic. From a Chelsea point of view, I'm going to say Kai. I'm going to say Didier Drogba. Neither of those 4 players I've mentioned hit the ground running when coming to the UK. It took them time. It took them time to adjust, to adapt themselves, get used to the league and everything that comes with it. So they are amazing, amazing players. Amazing players, all of them. Sal Niguez is of that ilk. He just struggled today. And look, you got away with it in the sense of Mendy was pulling off crazy saves. Thiago Silva with a lifeline block. Some dodgy defending from Tyrone Mings gave you that get out. Tuchel got away with the mistake today of throwing Sal Niguez in too early. You'll probably see him used fairly sparingly now over the next couple of months as he adjusts. He also hasn't played a great deal of football in the lead up to this as well. Sal will be fine, is what Nick thinks. Sal will improve. Could not agree with you more. There's a comment here from Facebook. Max here says, Sal is overrated. That's why Atletico sent him away. Liverpool have a better chance than United of winning the league. Make no mistake, is what John Doyle has got to say here. Fair enough. Fair enough. Viva Ronaldo is what Dan says. It is Ronaldo's day today. It is Ronaldo's day. Mendy's performance. Listen, Mendy's performance was astoundingly good. Astoundingly good performance from Mendy today. There is no doubt about it. The saves that he pulled off, the reactions that he had to make. When you think as well, when he was signed for Chelsea, I remember doing shows with all the Chelsea guys, and the thought process was he's here like an interim keeper before we sign our number one. He ain't waiting on no one anymore. He ain't waiting on anybody anymore. That's it. He's there. He's the number one. There's no reason to waste money on a goalkeeper when you got man like Mendy. It's like me wasting money on hair product. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. And I know a lot of you keep mentioning the bald hair. Trust me, I look good with my hair shaved off. Do you know what I mean? Like, no flies on me. I'm all good. So the banter is not working. You're not going to damage my psyche. Sasko here says TT tried to experiment with Sal, didn't work, and he straight away changed it. That's my manager, and we finally have a striker since Costa. I agree on both parts. Managers will always make mistakes with starting. It's when they change it, how you recover. You're also at home. And what I thought was crazy from Villa tonight, I'm going to bring on Jess, I'm going to bring on David very, very soon to join me. We're going to share the link with you, the phone in, and have your say too. What I thought was crazy tonight, legit, 100% bona fidely crazy from Villa, is they were open. They were open. Wide open. Like a brass's legs. Open. Legit, right? Why? Why are you playing that open against Chelsea? Chelsea. Let me get closer. Chelsea. Oh, they don't work there. Chelsea. I don't know where the actual Chelsea. I don't know where the thing is, but there, Chelsea. Imagine doing that against Chelsea. It's mad. Legitimately mad. Legitimately mad. I was watching it thinking, I can't wait to play them. Imagine being that open against Cristiano Ronaldo. Huh! It was amazing. It's just crazy. I think because I just watched 2 hours of Newcastle sitting. I mean, Newcastle were deep. Honestly. Trust me, gents. If you and I could go that deep, your missus is never leaving you, right? 100%. Deep, deep, deep. That's Villa? Nah, mate. Go on, Lukaku. Have a little run in behind off our shoulder. Crazy. Chelsea will win the league. Lukaku is the man we needed. Come on, you Blues. I think Kova and Sal are not a good pair. Same style of player is what Juan's got to say. Monsieur Ahmed says R9 is super driven to score when Cristiano Ronaldo scores. But this is why I've said earlier on, right? The title race is already on. The title race is already on. Now, it's happening as we're speaking. Forget this, it's too early to look at the league. Yeah, maybe the positions. Positions are crazy. Brighton ain't finishing where they are. Arsenal will move up the table, no doubt. Forget the banter. But every point matters. Every point now is so pivotal. So pivotal. I can't articulate that with any more vigor and certainty. Every dropped point is going to count. None of this will catch up soon. No, sir. Right now, here is when it matters. I'm going to bring my little panel on very, very soon. I am going to share the link now. I'm going to post it into the comment section if you want to come on and have your say. By the way, I'm not seeing many of the emojis being used. What's going on here, Chelsea fans and my members that are tuning in? I'm going to put the call-in function now. Let me do that. I've shared it. I'm going to pin the comment section up as well. If you're watching here on YouTube, you can do that. If you're watching over on Give Me Sport, as I've already mentioned, a good sort of 400 or 500 of you watching, which is amazing. come and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Pure football content all along. I'm in partnership with Give Me Sport and Snack Media, so we're friends. It's all good. So make sure you come and sub to us, people. Get that done. I've got Jem backstage as well now. Comment here says Lukaku is the epitome of efficiency. Can Ronaldo keep up? I think not. I mean, he did last year. I mean, listen, I know this is a Chelsea stream, but we have to bring this in because it's relevant. What I loved about watching Ronaldo today wasn't even the goals. What I loved about Ronnie today was the fact he was doing things in the game that people said that he can't do or has never done. Step overs, getting past people, beating people for pace, good approach play, some good passing, and then he scored his goals. Lukaku, Kane, Ronaldo, Salah, and Fernandez, again, head to head for this golden boot, 100%. 100%. Also, by the way, on Bruno, did you see that 30-yard penalty today? Jeez, it's good. Cristiano Ronaldo will lead United to win the league, is what Dixon's. Oh, I nearly said it. You nearly got me. Dixon, you with your surname that's named after a fruity alcoholic drink that we love quenching our thirst with here in the UK. I'm not reading your name out. You nearly got me, bruv. You nearly got me, but it ain't happening today. You're not catching out this dyslexic man when it comes to words like that because my brain don't work. Big Romelu Lukaku is what JJ's got to say. Yes, I know. If you say Dixon, yeah, I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't say it out. Thank you, by the way, to CFC Florida for becoming a legend and super fan of the Football Terrace. That is amazing. I'm bringing my panel on now. Let's get this stream past 1,000 likes across all platforms. Once we have the panel on, we're then going to bring the callers on a little bit later on as well. Smash that like and share button. Let's go. I pressed the wrong button. That wasn't what I was meant to play to bring you all in. How are we all doing? We good?
Yeah, really good.
All good. All good.
Yeah.
You down below me have just won a game 3-0. You've got a prolific goal scorer. You came through some adversity, and you look like you've just been to your dog's funeral. What's the matter?
Yeah, no, but it's standard. Like, we should be winning this game. So I'm not. Yeah.
You're not happy?
No, I'm happy, but I'm focusing on bigger things than singular games. So yeah. I'm not Lukaku scored 2 goals. He's a great striker. We know that. I'm not like I'm confused why I should be bouncing up and down like I've won the league or something. I'm very confused. It was a good win. We didn't play well in the first half. Showed why Jorginho is the best player. Well, most important player to the squad right now. Like, very simple.
I want to ask Jess this question because I mean, are you surprised they look unhappy? What's wrong with them?
Oh, we're fine.
Because they're spoiled. They're spoiled. I mean, just bigger and better things. Oh, these are small wins. Like, I get what you're saying, but like sometimes it's good to just slow down and just enjoy, your team playing well and winning in adversity and all that kind of stuff. But maybe it's just a little bit that Lukaku's doing well and you didn't actually want him. You didn't really rate him. You wanted Haaland instead.
Again, that's not true. I did want Haaland instead. I never doubted his ability. It was, is he worth 100 mil? That was it. It was never about he can't score goals. That wasn't my thing. So,
okay.
Yeah.
No, but I get what you guys are saying. I mean, this is like small fry for you guys, so I get that. But just enjoy it. You don't have to I'm not enjoying it.
I get that you're not enjoying it. A few people say my voice sounds like I'm on helium. I'm not too sure why. Let me know what the sound is coming through. It's a different mic that's got these weird settings on it, so we're just getting used to it here. I understand not jumping around and celebrating like you won the league. However, you have to be happy that you've won.
Right,
we are happy that we've won.
Why would you not be happy?
Then tell your faces.
We're happy.
I want to ask you, Jem, your thoughts on the performance from Sound Against today.
Under par, probably is the word I'd probably use. Struggled with the tempo from when he sort of started the game. it's one game, guys. I know everyone's going mad, going, "Oh my god, he's so bad." La Liga tax, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, it is the first game, and to be honest, I think there's a lot more question marks than other players on the pitch today, other than Sal, to be honest. But his overall game was not good. It was poor. He was too many touches on the ball, getting caught out in midfield too many times, not releasing the ball quick enough. He looked like he wasn't understanding his role. You know, he was struggling to understand where he should be on the pitch sometimes. And, you know, he was giving silly free kicks away as well. And he just looks very, like, what's the word? Like, you know, that it's your first game for a new team. Lost. Yeah, he just looked very lost. And maybe he just needs a bit of time. I think it's a bit too early to start saying anything else other than that. It was just a poor performance, and it was probably good that he came off in the second half. Yeah,
how about yourself, David? What did you make of how he played?
I didn't think he knew what he was trying to do. He didn't know what kind of player he was going to be today. Like, at some points, he was trying to be Kovacic when he was trying to dribble out, but he kept on losing the ball. Then when he actually started playing, like, I thought his best, 10, 15 minutes, it was probably him trying to be a bit more Jorginho-like with just simple touches, playing it backwards and forwards, you know, just trying to control the tempo. But it just looks like new system, new team, not adjusted to a brand new league, and it's the fastest league in the world. So it's no shock that he didn't, you know, start like a house on fire. But he doesn't look like an awful player. He looks better than Barkley or Loftus-Cheek. So he's an upgrade on the squad anyway. Well, so yeah.
Yeah, I get that it's the upgrade in the way in which you said. I mean, from your point of view, just watching Chelsea, I know that we're only sort of 4 games into the season, but I mean, how good? You're watching from the outside, so you've got no kind of dog in the fight to a degree. How good do you think they look for just 4 games in?
Really good. I mean, I was pretty convinced after the Liverpool game, if I'm really honest. I just think you go to Anfield, you go down a man. You were already the dominant force in that game. You didn't capitulate. I mean, Liverpool got back into that game because of a red card, one that should have went through, but yeah, a red card. And then just disposing of Villa. Like, even though you didn't play amazing, still won the game convincingly, 3-0, you know, against the Aston Villa team that everybody expects to be expecting to, you know, get into European places, you know. So for me, it's the different types of matches and the way that they're able to win just makes it like, wow, this team is actually really good. The management is really good. Earlier, people were saying, well, you know, Thomas Tuchel may have made a mistake with Saul and then took him out, made adjustments. That's something that I wish, like, our manager would do more. When you make a mistake, just admit it and move on and make sure you win the game, you know. So they're still my pick to win the league, and I don't think that that's far off. Like, I don't see any reason why Chelsea couldn't win the league.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you about this, Jem, because I'm going to out something from the private Football Terrace group chat. I've got to out something from the private. You know, you keep playing down Chelsea's chances to win. You keep saying Man United. You know, you're ignoring the fact that you've got a world-class manager, Lukaku, your European champions. When anyone mentions to you, Jem, that you should be looked at as favourites, you make that noise. You're like, oh, I don't know. Why are you not convinced by your own club and your ability to win it?
I think we saw it today, if you're my honest opinion. I don't think Hakim Ziyech and Callum Hudson-Odoi. If you look at, if you was to ask me who would be my preferred front three in 3 different systems or different types, Hakim Ziyech and Callum Hudson-Odoi wouldn't make that 3. I think Timo Werner is a lot more effective than them two from what I've seen up to now. And again, it goes back to the same question about Callum Hudson-Odoi. When he gets the opportunity, does he take it? Because he didn't play that well today. Again, as a right wing back, you could argue that it's not his position, the right wing back. But then he got moved into left centre, just behind Lukaku, and the same thing again. He just looked very, very, very unsure of himself. And the reason I'm a very iffy and butty about it is because, yes, we have a goal scorer, we have someone that's scoring goals, and it's very important that we've got that. My biggest issue is the players behind him and how many goals they can contribute throughout the season along with him. Because to win the titles, you need to have goals across the team. And you need goals from Mount, you need goals from Havertz. Timo Werner needs to get more games for me. We need to see him and Lukaku play more together. It's just important that we see more goals from the people behind. And at the moment, the performances today, especially from the players behind Lukaku, were just not good enough. And that's what worries me.
I do hear you on that. David is 100% 90% a Dortmund fan. The rest is Chelsea, is what he's saying there. Let's see a few more comments here. This is from Facebook. This says, I think Chelsea keep going on like this. It's very possible that Chelsea can win the league. Chelsea have a better chance of winning the league, bro, because their starting fixtures. If Chelsea beat Spurs and Man City, then I'm sure Chelsea have the advantage to win it. Yeah, difficult start for Chelsea, there's no doubt, and that's definitely going to play a part in this. We have some more super chats. I think Jem and David are shook. I think you mean shook by Ronaldo today. Yeah, he was class today. He was class. For 36-year-old, he was class. Sal will have to learn a valuable lesson, professional performance from the whole team. We move on. We're going to go to some calls now. First up on the show, we're going to bring Igal into the play with us now. Viewers, make sure that like button has been smashed. Make sure you're subscribing to the Football Terrace as well. Get that done for us right about now. Igal's joining us to have his say. Let's do this. Here's Igal. What's on your mind, bro?
Yo, I underestimated Chelsea's squad depth. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I haven't seen them play this well, making as many changes as they did last year. Like if they made these many, if they were missing Mason Mount and they were missing, Ben Chilwell, they didn't have as much faith in their bench as the back end of the season. You've seen that with Thomas Tuchel starting to get the bench more involved, starting to rotate, starting to make changes, and now this season, if they can keep this up, then you'll be able to see more consistent performances because they'll have the next man up. You see them bringing through academy youngsters, like the center back. I forget his name. How do you pronounce his name? Chalobah. And then you see him dropping performances. You've seen Kovacic scoring goals now, getting involved in goals. What's going on? And then also the fact that they got Lukaku, the leader. I'm not gonna write off Chelsea like I did at the beginning of the season. I did think they were gonna struggle.
Do me a favor. I've just got to run out this room for 2 minutes. Keep talking, Igal. Jess, can you just take over for me, please? Cheers. Thank you all.
There you go. So yeah. So that's what I was gonna pretty much say. I didn't think you guys were gonna have the consistency throughout the 90 throughout the whole 38 game season. But now with the squad that you have, I feel like I might have underestimated a slight bit.
Igal, we didn't play well today, man. That wasn't a good performance. In the first half, we could have been 1 or 2 behind if it wasn't for Thiago Silva and Mendy. They were our best players in the first half. For me, I thought we were poor.
That's football, though.
But Jess, we shouldn't have been winning that game. We should have been going into the second half, drawing that game. I think, we won't get away with that. Playing like that through 38 game seasons. That's what I don't think. I don't think we'll have that will happen all the time. You will concede goals and you will go behind. Do you know what I mean? So we have to be careful.
Yeah,
no, but
sure.
I'm on here complimenting the fact that you guys have built this squad up to a level where it's like you didn't end up just going for players to constantly improve your first team only. You've raised the level of the whole squad at once at the same time over a 2-year period, and it's not like everyone's disjointed. There's so much harmony. You see Ben Chilwell on the bench, happy. He doesn't really mind. Mason Mount is sitting on the bench today. He's not going to start arguing. The whole team is just in unison, and this is the start of something special when you see that. And it's not even about the performances. It's just when you start to build a team and you start to see a team come together, it's in these early games. And if there's any issues, you'll start to pick them up throughout the first couple of weeks. And over the first couple of weeks, I've seen him chop and change players. Nothing's changed. Same team, same type of system. And if he keep it going, I do see you guys as title contenders now. I'm not gonna lie.
Only just now. That's an interesting one.
I didn't think they would have the consistency. Last year they dropped in and out of games. Let's be real. They had the good run at the back end, but not only because of Thomas Tuchel, but they didn't have as full of a squad as they do now.
Yeah, do you know what? I kind of feel like with Man United, with Chelsea, I sort of feel like the signings they've made, it become a prerequisite that they were title challengers. Ro here says, I don't see any team scoring more than 2 open play goals against Chelsea. We don't need to score. We contain teams. That could be very, very true indeed. We're going to go to some more calls now. Thank you for covering me while I had to take a rest break. Winter Surfer is going to be on the show with us now to have his say. Welcome back to the terrace, mate. What's on your mind, bro?
Yeah. I'm not like the other two Chelsea fans. I'm actually happy we won today. So, and I'm not gassing that we've won the league or anything, but I think it's a good sign. We didn't play well. Jim's absolutely correct. We did not play well today, and we still won. And I just think that's a good sign. I don't see why we should be expected to play the best football from the start of the season. We've got 10 points. We're going along nicely, and our midfield was an issue today. But when you've got the best goalie in the league, no one's getting past him. I'm just very happy, very, very happy. I think all Chelsea, you can analyse the game afterwards, but just enjoy the fact that your team won. Put a smile on your face. Your team won. I don't get why we have to over-analyse things right away. Enjoy the team. Your team won. We've got a striker who can score. We haven't had that since Diego Costa. Just enjoy it and then analyse it afterwards.
Do you know?
Yeah,
mate, I need to say on that. Do you know why you're so right? Like someone said it to me. Someone called into the show earlier, and sort of said to me, "I don't know why Man United fans are so gassed and so happy. You could end up winning nothing this year." If we just spent the whole season being straight-faced, straight-laced, showing no emotion, not being happy, and we only celebrated what a boring thing football would be. Like if you go down to any Chelsea pub, Arsenal pub, Man United pub, City pub, right now, anywhere in the world, everyone is singing, dancing, having fun. Like, I don't understand this notion of not being, I'm not going to celebrate a win because we might not win the league. Honestly,
it's not that we're not celebrating. It's just like we've won. It's cool, but it's like I don't need to be overly. I'm not in a pub right now. I'm at home. I celebrate. I'm watching the games. I'm celebrating.
David, I've got to say this, mate. I've got to say this. Your dad has failed you. Your dad has failed you. You need to meet your old man and have a conversation with him. Like, you got to learn to celebrate these things. Do you know what I mean? My son, right? I know he's younger than you, a lot younger. He's 6. He spent the whole time from Man United's game finishing until he'd gone to bed, scoring goals in the garden, doing Cristiano Ronaldo's celebration. That, I know that he's a child, but that's the mantra. It's like, I'm going to go celebrate. I'm going to have fun. Like every game deserves a celebration, in my opinion. Winter Surfer, I appreciate you coming on, mate, and having your say. Top man. Thank you. Next on the show, we've got Brandon. Brandon's here with us. Welcome back to the terrace. What do you want to say, bro?
Hey, yeah, I just want to say that, thinking back from last year when Chelsea weren't playing that great, we wouldn't expect them to win. So it's great having a team where we can actually just grind out poor performances from our players and still get the win because we have players like Lukaku and we have this amazing defense. And my personal man of the match, Mendy, because Mendy was amazing that whole game. So I definitely I'm happy about the win for sure.
And I'm glad you are. How do you feel you're set for the season, brother? How do you feel that you're going to... Do you feel like you're ready? Now, it's only 4 games in, but do you feel like this squad, this team, as they gel and come together more, is ready to put on a genuine assault for the Premier League title?
With the team actually coming together, actually getting more games together, because the defense is solid, the defense is complete. The offense is where I feel like we need to gel and become complete because we still don't really have our best front 3 per se. We can see that Callum Hudson-Odoi, Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz is they still got to work together with Lukaku because I don't really think that we've even unlocked how to really play with Lukaku, how to get the complete best out of him just yet, or get the best out of everybody else on the field with him. So I think the longer the season goes on, the more we play together, it'll come together and we'll have a good title challenge.
Your mic's gone funny, Terry.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Terry.
Yeah.
No, that's because I muted it. Because the one thing about this mic, it doesn't cut out outside sound. So if I move my chair, it's going to do it. So I'm going to get used to that. Brandon, top man, thanks for coming on, having your say. Appreciate that, bro. Bycroft here says, despite not playing that well in the first half and playing in second gear, we won 3-0. These are the games that we lost or at best drew in previous seasons. Our defense is ironclad. Goals win matches, solid defenses win titles. I think there's a very fair assessment there of what's being said. Let's do a few more of these super chats. KJ's backstage. We've got Abs backstage, Kazim backstage, Mr. Anthony backstage. We're going to get you all on. And then we are going to review today's Premier League action as well. So we're going to talk a bit of Arsenal. We're going to, of course, we've got to keep winding up the football fans and talking about a certain amazing world-class Portuguese Bruno I'm talking about. We've got to chat about them all. Sal seriously made me want to punch my TV is what African Giant has got to say there. I mean, I thought he was playing badly, and then I checked social media. Chelsea fans were fuming.
Yeah.
Terry David has got to go. New Chelsea panelist needed is what's being said there by Jimmy Spliff TV. Right, my next caller. I'm getting man like Abs on the show. KJ, you're coming on very, very soon, my brother. You're coming on very soon. But Abs is here. What you saying, my man?
Lukaku's lived up to the announcement video. He really has been given the chance to reintroduce himself like an absolute stangman.
Stangman
is the successor to Didier Drogba. No. Bolingoli. In fact, I'm gonna call him Bolingoli, not Lukaku. Bolingoli is the successor to the coldest finisher to ever play football. This man right here.
Oh no!
Why are you doing this?
Why do you do that?
Hang on. Whoa. Slow this down, everyone. So you're telling me Lukaku is the best finisher since R9, better than Messi, better than Ronaldo, better than Lewandowski?
Nah, Terry, come on, I'm having a bit of bounce. Just please.
Oh, I was trying to bring the banter along more. You dropped the ball. Come on, man. Let's have some fun. Okay. Now, he's very, very good. How impressed have you been with Lukaku, though?
As I said, Lukaku is an absolute skeng man, leng man, gun man. You one shot, one kill. You're on like Wayne and Biggs. You already know what it is. But yeah, so if we're being perfectly honest, I'm gonna take my gaff hat off now and just let's be perfectly objective here. Our three best players, aside from Lukaku, were Edouard Mendy, Thiago Silva, and Kovacic. Kovacic was mint today, by the way. Fair enough, Saul was dead. Let's just put him to one side. He was dead, and he in terms of his overall, ball control and keeping the tempo going weren't great. But Kovacic was wavy. And for me, if we're gonna go slap teams like Villa 3-0, playing like absolute ponies, then once we start playing well and things start ticking, there's no reason why we can't slap 4 or 5 past teams and go clear at the top of the table. I told you, Terry, for time. I even told you a few weeks ago we are going to win this league. You see Jem and David keeping their tails between their legs, keeping very quiet, sat there in the corner. I'm gonna come here with my big chest and tell you, Chelsea Football Club are winning the Premier League this year, and there's nothing none of you pagans are gonna do about it.
That is a big claim, Abs. Abs with the big claims here. Top man, and thank you for coming on and having me say, Chelsea fans, do you agree with Abs? He believes Chelsea are going to be champions. And do you know what? I've got to respect someone that wants to come out and just says, I like the confidence. I like a little bit of confidence. I like a little bit of chess. That's what real football fans do. Next on the show, Mr. Anthony is here with us. Big member of the Football Terrace. How you doing, bro?
To be honest, Terry, good morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Just got a bit of a shout from my missus as well for shouting out once the final whistle was blown. So yeah, I'm keeping it a bit more, silent right now. To be honest, I believe Aston Villa deserved something that first half. But at the end of the day,
Mr. Anthony, sorry to interrupt. Are you calling via something that's Bluetooth based?
Oh yes.
Yeah, can you call back without them in? Because they messed the sound up. Yeah, StreamYard's terrible for it. Call back. I'll keep you backstage. Take them out, and we'll get you back on in a minute, bro. It honestly, there must be a condition for that, like background noise. Earlier on when Cam was on, and I could hear his jeans washing in the washing machine. That's all I could think about was the buttons hitting against the glass. I was like, right. Lukaku may be the best finisher. He had one touch left foot finish, and also on his right foot. I don't think he has any weaknesses.
He does.
He clearly does.
Yeah, he does. But
yeah, what are they? What are they though, Jess? Tell us.
Well, I mean, his touch is still not amazing, but that's just Lukaku, But it doesn't really matter if you get him in the right positions, and I do think he's quite efficient, which is good for a team like Chelsea. Because you guys don't create as many good chances as maybe like Man Utd does. Like they create millions of chances. But that touch is still, come on, like we know it's still a little rough, just a little rough around the edges. But that doesn't mean he's not great. But he definitely has, and then there's still the does he step up in big games type of thing as well, that you guys have to think about. So I think that's fair.
I hear you. I hear you on that. Right, next caller, Matt's with us now. What are you saying, Matt?
Hey, man. Hey, guys. Big up, Jen. Big up, everyone in there here. Mary, as for Mendy, man. Wallahi, Mendy better win this Golden Glove this season. He's been absolutely outstanding. Everyone's talking about Lukaku, everyone's talking about Kovacic, and I just want to take a second to respect Edouard Mendy, man. He saved us today, but I don't agree with what Jem and David were saying. I think we played absolutely brilliant, despite, the mishaps we've had with... Jem, you got to remember, we played well. We won 3-0. We won 3-0. We kept the clean sheet. Yes, we had them mistakes, but at the end of the day, the scores dictate how we did them. We won. Kept clean sheet. Saul, I think it's more mentally, when you see him doing those passes, that doesn't happen from professional players. And the only thing that's there is because of his mentality. He's new, he's fresh, he's nervous. So I don't think it's how he plays normally. And I think he'll get into it soon.
Listen, I like the confidence. I like the confidence there in terms of that. I mean, when it comes to you saying you played well, are you not concerned about the volume of chances that Villa created? I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
No, yeah, I am a bit concerned, but again, we didn't have our full kind of players there. We played Alonso and Cho wingbacks in those times, and when we did, they had so many chances, and because they played too attackive, and I think that midfield as well was way too open. So I think that's what we need to improve on. But then they did never score. We still had Mendy there, we still had our fantastic defenders there. So I think we, stuff to work on. But at the end of the day, we can't be complaining about how we played. I think we still did fantastic, but again. I think as our wingbacks, I think having Cho and Alonso just did not work, and I think we know that for next time. I think this is Alonso's last game. I don't know why the hell he's captain. I don't know what that was, who put the decision, but I think this is the last we see of Alonso.
I'd be very surprised. He's been pretty much backed universally since Tuchel's been in there. I think he's there to stay. I would be more worried about £50 million Chilwell because he doesn't play. He got back into the team the back end of last season. He's out again now. But it'll be intriguing to see. Matt, thank you for calling in as ever, mate. Really appreciate it, bro. Top man. Jack's here. Didn't say anything, but thank you very much for the donation to the Terrace. It means a great, great deal to us. It does. There was another super chat. I can't find it. Here it is. Mendy is the best goalkeeper in Europe.
World class. He's world class. I've said it.
Do you think he's world class, Jim?
I think he's world class. I think he does. I think people should be putting a lot more respect on his name. He's a Champions League winner. Yeah, he's continuously even today the clutch saves. And it wasn't one. It was 3, 4 clutch saves. I mean, the one from the corner where I think it was Tyrone Mings took the shot inside the box and it came at him. He pushed it up in the air and he was on his backside. And then they took another shot and again he sort of bounced up from his knees and pushed it aside. Not many goalies can respond like that. Do you know what I mean? And for me, he's just getting better and better. The fact that he kept another clean sheet, he deserves. I know we're defending very, very well, and I get that. But when he's called upon, he does his job. And if you had Kepa in goal today, do you honestly think by half time we would be 1-0 up still? I don't. I think we would have either been drawing or losing that game. So for me,
it's better than Kepa then.
It's just about everyone. He's better than Leno.
I never said Leno was world class. I don't even like Leno like that. That doesn't make him world class, though.
One second. I just want to say something. Yes, he's class, but I would say for him to be, I don't think he's world class yet, and I don't think he's there yet. He needs to do it consistently. We've only seen him at Chelsea for a little bit, but the main thing is the system does benefit him. The way you guys play with 3 center backs, the way you play a little bit of a defensive system, but when your wingers go forward, it is a lot more attacking. But it balances out and it does benefit when you have 3 center backs in front of you helping you throughout the game. I'm not saying he's the worst center back. I'm not saying he's the worst goalkeeper. I'm not saying he's the best goalkeeper. What I'm saying is right now, I still think it's hard to say he's world class. He's had good performances in his time at Chelsea, and even you guys wouldn't say he's world class off one season. You need to see it consistently.
Yeah, name me goalies that are better than him in the Prem right now.
In the Prem right now, Alisson and Ederson.
Alisson and Edison, yeah. Alisson based upon his performance last season. So if you're going based on form, ain't India a better goalie than Alisson right now?
I would say even De Gea, because he's been good over a decade. Like, he's been around a lot longer. He has more under his belt than, I mean, Mendy's been here for like, what? I don't know, 5 seconds? Like, come on. Like,
What are we saying?
I think
he's in form right now and he's really good, but like, you're saying he's world class, maybe in the best keeper in the Prem. Like, does Alisson not exist? Like, I'm sorry. I would even say Martinez might be better than him, low key.
Okay,
if I'm honest with you.
Yeah,
I would.
No, he's
I
not.
would.
I think Mendy is a world class shot stopper, but I wouldn't call him a world class goalkeeper.
And that's just like saying defensive right back. It's quite similar. You have to have both to be considered like.
I'm not calling him world class though.
I think you guys have had Kepa.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, just in comparison, like, you can't be like, well, he's a world class shot stopper, but he's like crap with his feet, but it's okay. Like, he's a good keeper. Like,
I had one thing though. You guys used got used to Kepa so much that when Mendy came in, you're like, oh my god, he's such a big step above.
No, this is what
I still think the fact that you went from Kepa to Mendy, you're rating Mendy so much higher than he is right now. Let him get there. He's class. I'm not making fun of him. Just he's not as good as the top of the game right now.
When we had Kepa before Mendy came in for me as just a cover. We were looking at Donnarumma. We were looking at all these other great world-class goalies. Mendy was never put in that because we'd never seen him, or we didn't even really know who he was. You know, I was hearing that his distribution out was very poor, and we saw it when he came to Chelsea at the beginning of the season. He was very poor, and he's worked on that. So for me, he's worked on his weaknesses. He's come at Chelsea. He's now cemented this spot as the main man at Chelsea. Main goalie at Chelsea. We ain't looking for goalies. We ain't looking for anyone to come in and take his position. He's the number one there. To be the number one at Chelsea, you have to be a top goalie. Look at the goalies that we've had in the past that have held their positions. Peter Cech, Thibaut Courtois. These are top goalies. I'm saying he's going down that route at the moment for me. He's a
future. It's future. It's not at the moment, because he's definitely in Cech and he definitely in Courtois.
As of right now, he's not in that top band of, like, he's not an Oblak or a Neuer. I think he's in that band under where you go, he's a really good goalkeeper and he's got the potential, if he keeps performing, to go up into that category, but he's not there yet for me.
Yeah, what I like about Mendy, he doesn't make mistakes in generally speaking. So when shots go at him, you don't feel David De Gea is a great example here. Up until the last 2 or 3 seasons, you just always felt comfortable when he was in goal. Even when it looked like a player would go through one-on-one with David De Gea, with Manuel Neuer, with all the top goalkeepers, you feel like I'm really comfortable that my goalie might pull something off here. Mendy does that for me with shot stopping. It's just a few other areas he needs to improve on. But he's definitely very, very good and a huge improvement on Kepa. Viewers, what do you think? There's a comment here that says, our front three pass to each other like 3-year-olds. That'll come in time. We do have a few more super chats. I don't want to miss these. I might have missed them because we were talking for quite a while there. I did miss one that was from Ro. Ro said, Thiago Silva is world class. Silva is the best defender in the league. We defend really good. Saying he's the best defender in the league. African Giant here says, Jess, keep chatting. I'm not going to swear, but rubbish about Mendy. And I'll personally text Arteta to put Leno in, Chambers and Mari and Kolasinac next game. Just watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mendy's not world class. So text Arteta. It's fine.
Yeah, you're always going to get that. Do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button, subscribe to the Football Terrace. If you have record day today in terms of new subscribers to the channel when it's come to match reaction show. So massive thank you for that from everybody. The comment here says, Igal, the argument you're using for Mendy is what Arsenal fans do with all their players, i.e. Arsenal fans saying Saka is world class, etc. What, because they've been starved? Yeah, do you know what, bro?
I've never said Saka's world class.
Nobody's even said that. You guys make things up.
Hang on. Listen,
yes, you do.
Listen, we're talking to 2 North Americans here. I've got to say this. Just understand British sarcasm for a moment. He's exaggerating the point, but you do rate your players higher than they really are because we all do. Like, if you're starving hungry and I give you a shit burger from McDonald's that's cold, it's going to taste amazing. It's going to be like,
No,
oh
it's
my
because
God.
we all do. Your first point was right. Is because we all do, not this starving thing.
No, but
We all
starving.
do. We
You are
all
hungry.
do that.
Listen. No, you lot ain't even starving at Arsenal. You are malnourished.
No,
you
but
are
they were starving for a
malnourished.
goalkeeper.
Malnourished.
Yo, Terry, they were starving for a goalkeeper. Now, any goalkeeper after Kepa was going to be considered world class.
That's not true, Igal.
That's
It's not
nonsense,
true.
Igal. What are you saying?
No,
Mendy is a very good goalkeeper. It's not because
I'm saying
Kepa's
he's a
been
good
so
goalkeeper.
bad.
I never
Then
said
what's
that.
your argument here? I'm confused. What are you arguing about?
Because he let Martinez go.
The
That's what he did.
benchmark judging him on before is not the same as what he is. He's much better than the benchmark you were judging him based on before. It's not like he came in after Courtois or after Czech. So
He's top 3 in the Premier League.
Based on that, you guys are so raw. You guys are so far removed from Petr Cech and Courtois because of Kepa that you've forgotten how good a goalkeeper needs to be to play well.
What are you talking about? You're talking absolute nonsense.
No, that's based on what you've gone through over the past year and a half, where the man Mendy comes in and now he catches everything. He makes a couple.
He's a very good goalkeeper. Stop playing it down.
Yeah, very good. But Jem, you said he's world class.
He's
Like
top.
you said he was world class. That's why we're arguing with you. Now you're backpedaling like he's top. World class and top is different.
World class is different. All right. I know Neuer and whatever else are at the top. I get that. I'm not saying he's Neuer level, but for me, he's top 3 in the Premier League, which makes him one of the best in the world. That's all I'm saying.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to come on and have your say. We're going to take some more calls a little bit later. KJ's joining the panel now. I know there's more of you backstage. We are going to talk more of the Premier League later on as well in this show. But make sure that like button's been smashed. We're closing in on 1,000 likes. Chelsea and Man United. Hang on. Monstar in the comments here says he is 100% world class. 100%
Well, it's
world
just
class.
like we all overrate our players, right? So that just kind of nails down that point a little bit.
I think I might be the only one who doesn't overrate. In fact, I probably underrate everyone. So
Yeah, David hates his own players. A comment here says, Terry bullying Jess again. Take him down, Jess. Do you feel bullied on the football terrace, Jess?
No, I don't feel bullied.
Oh, good. I'll ask. Need to get that out there. Full disclosure. Let's add KJ to the mix. KJ looks very aggy. He's looking very aggy at you, Chelsea. I think KJ's coming in to kick off. I think KJ's coming in to have a little bit of a Barney rubble. Smash that like and share button. KJ's here. Let's go.
Oh.
Why are you pulling duck face? Why you going on Love Island?
You see these two brothers here, yeah, Jem and David, bro. They are pissing me off, fam, because all they do is talk about how good their team is, how world class their manager is, how Mendy is world freaking class, yeah. And then when you ask them, can they win the flipping league? All they hear is excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse, all while saying so many other teams should be winning the league. Nah, shut your mouth and actually grow a chest, grow some balls, and admit your team is good enough to win the flipping league, bruv. Because you're annoying me, fam. Every 2 seconds is, oh, United have no excuses. Man City have no excuses. Liverpool have no excuses. But Chelsea, here are 10, 15 excuses of why you can't win the flipping league. Oi, where's your chest, bruv? Even I'm saying that Man United can win the league. And yet you man can't. Cool, innit? You guys annoy me.
KJ, because we don't have an Alfie and we don't have a Cam that run around every time you win games and shout out with 21 in 21, yeah? Like, calm yourself down, all right? I didn't say that it was, I always said that this today was that, yes, we won the game. It's cool. I'm happy. But the performance could have been better.
Yeah, guess what? So could have Man United.
Yeah, we're the best.
Listen. When we played poorly against Wolves, I was still getting told you have to say we can win the league, which is true. You guys played poorly, yes, but what did I say? A mark of champion is being able to play poorly and still win. You played poorly and won convincingly. So I don't want to see. I'm sick of
again, KJ.
Shut your mouth for 2 seconds.
Wait.
No, I'm not flipping done. Shut up. Listen.
He's right.
You man annoying me because all you do is put pressure on everyone else, put all the thing on everyone else, and say no. Hey, did I say I was finished? Pineapple head, relax yourself.
You are the biggest deflector.
Listen, no. Listen. I've been saying we can win the flipping league, so you can shut your mouth. You guys need to stop making excuses and saying, "Oh, other teams can't have excuses. Neither can you. You guys can win the flipping league. So stop being pussy
Hold on,
balls, yeah?
again,
and
again.
actually have chess."
KJ. First of all, right, I didn't say Mendy was world class. So me and Jem are not.
I don't care what you said. Jem said
right. Second of all, I think Chelsea can win the league. It's just that I put United as favourites. I'm not saying we have an excuse to not win the league. I think we're going to end up with 3 teams being very disappointed in their season, in their league campaign at the end of the season, because all 4 of them think they can win. You can have 2 teams who should win the league, and one's going to end up disappointed. Look in the NBA. There's Brooklyn. There's the Lakers. Both of them should win. One of them's not going to.
David, why is it that when I just heard Jem say, "Oh, what's stopping you from winning the league? Oh, we didn't play well today, and oh, look at the midfielder. What, my brother?"
You didn't listen to what I said. You didn't listen to what I said. I said we will compete. Do I think we can win it? No, not yet. Question mark. Why? Because the players behind our striker, I am not sure if they're gonna be able to score goals or actually contribute to us being able to challenge. I haven't seen it from Ziyech, Cho, Mount, Havertz yet. I want to see more from them.
That's a fair point, though. That's a really fair point.
It's a fair point, but when Man United fans put up the fair point of our midfield is looking a bit shaky, when we bring up the fact that Oli is not as good as XYZ manager, all we get thrown back is no excuses. So I'm going to throw it back at them. No excuses for them. I don't care that your other wide players can't score goals.
Yeah, I think when KJ's right. When it comes to this conversation, Neeks have been talking about this for a long time. We've been talking about it on the terrace. Everybody wants their rivals to state that they can win the league, but everybody wants to be level-headed about their own football club. And it's either one or the other. You know, it's like the legacy debates and the world-class debates all week. Literally, like every 5 minutes, people are changing their stance on what makes. You know, we were told by Jess and by Daniel that it's all about the emotiveness, how a player makes you feel. Then when you look at the fact that more people feel like supporting Ronaldo than Messi by tens of millions, now that's not enough to make him the GOAT. So it's like every 5 minutes something changes. It's like Man United got too many world-class players. Even with an average manager, they should still be title contenders or favourites. Chelsea fans have got a world-class squad and a world-class manager, but because they've not gelled as a unit yet, they don't want to consider themselves favourites. But yet they're using that same logic in reverse against Man United. We ain't gelled yet. Honestly, it is nauseating. Just back your club, grow a pair, have some chest, and if you lose, you lose. But just grow a pair. That's what I like. Do you know what I like about Monster? Love the fact that he does that. Even Igao has more chest about Arsenal than Chelsea fans do about their own club. It's crazy. Back your club, 110%.
Imagine if we were in a contention. Woo.
Oh, mate, if you won 3 games on the bounce. Imagine, I tell you what, actually, I do want that. I do want there to become a day again where Igal's sitting on here saying we can win the title. Can you imagine when Igal gets to say that? When Igal gets to say it?
How old am I going to be? Am I going to be 50? Sitting here on the terrace?
10 years time. Jess, you got 10 years until you're 50. It's not far. In 10 years, you got to do it.
Look at it this way. If Liverpool could turn around from the stink that they were in 2015, we could definitely do it.
Stop. Go away. I can't listen to that.
You want me to more chest than those 2 Chelsea fans in the corner.
You genuinely know what's going to happen.
That's cool being
Arsenal. Arsenal and Spurs are going to end up on the same points in a couple of games. And it's actually going to be the funniest thing because these Arsenal fans are going to be there like, even still we're better. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait for it. They'll both be in 14. Yeah. Don't get twisted.
You see, you get more enjoyment. You get more enjoyment of making fun of Arsenal than you do your team winning. That's sad.
Speaking
because I am looking at my team and saying we have places to go. Look, it's cool.
No, you focus a lot of time on Arsenal. I'm sorry. You do.
I've got places to go, man.
No, David.
Focus. You're focused on us.
David, we see through you. What you do, David, is you apply pressure to everybody else and you want no pressure put upon yourselves. That way, when you win, it gets to be this. You're doing a bit of a Liverpool here. It's like, it's an extraordinary achievement. You're like, do you remember when the world tried to celebrate one of the Jenners when she almost became a billionaire? And it was like, oh my God, look how young she is. She's a billionaire. Yeah, but she already had hundreds of millions as a family before. It's not really an achievement to go from hundreds of millions to billions when you're already super rich. That's the way you are doing this. It's like you're already a brilliant team, but if you win the league, you're going to try and, remember the start of the season when no one thought we could win it. No, you are favourites. You are outright favourites, 100%. Right. Cam said United winning.
They could win it last year.
1 second. United winning the double, Gem. Like look at that. Cam is back in his club today.
He always does that.
Drunk.
Anyway,
He's drunk. Speaking of that, the final starts very, very soon as well. Big up Emma tonight, repping England and Great Britain in the US Open final. She's not repping Canada. She's British. She is British.
Her opponent.
School 20 minutes from me.
Her opponent's Canadian.
Her opponent's Canadian.
I don't care about that. There's a British girl in the final.
Canada.
Yeah, she's born in Canada.
Yeah, but she's English. She's British.
First time 2 Canadian-born people
She's
were.
not. Don't give me this Canadian-born. What flag does she represent for her sport?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You see,
doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. No. Do you know what matters? I'm glad that you.
My fact.
Whoa, shit! I don't want to hear about where she's born because when it comes to the Euros, you were fucking French.
Listen to what I said.
No, I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen. I'm not listening.
Stop. In the final.
I don't care.
It doesn't matter what country they represent.
Yes, it does.
Listen,
that's all that matters.
I'm talking about 2 people who were born in Canada in a final of a major tennis tournament.
What's that got to do with anything? Let him be
proud. Let him be happy, Terry.
It's never happened before.
Hang on a minute. Why are you proud of that? Stevie Wonder was born in England. We don't claim him as our own.
Listen to what I said, Terry. It's not about the country they represent. They could represent Portugal. They could represent Serbia.
You are trying to steal You're trying to steal our thunder. Stop it.
He said,
stop trying to steal thunder.
He tried to steal my thunder.
She is British.
Terry is triggered too easily about this.
Terry,
listen to what I'm saying. They're British. 2 Canadian-born. They can be British. They could be British. They could be whatever country.
British.
Just let it. Just
British. What flag is she wearing tonight?
Listen, where was she born? Toronto, Canada, Mount Sinai Hospital. Same hospital.
Okay, but that isn't my. I know that's the answer, but who is she repping tonight?
She's repping England.
So she don't care about your country. She don't care about Canada. She don't care nothing. She don't care. She's British.
Why is he so upset?
No, I don't like this. I don't like this. There's a reason I get very stressed about this, and I'm not going to go into it on air. JJ says, Terry, Chelsea are winning the league. Go on, JJ, my guy. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. There's another super chat. I'm trying to find it here. He says, I have chest. I say that Chelsea are going to win the league. Go on, Jax.
There you go.
I love that. Right, we're going to take a few more calls. We're going to take a few more calls before the end of the show this evening. We're going to get next. Mr. Anthony's coming back. Prime's joining us. Matty's coming on the show as well, plus a few more. Let's do this, people. Mr. Anthony is back. What you saying, brother?
Hey, Terry. I shouted so loud. My missus actually came out and shouted back at me because it's 5:30 in the morning and I'm still up enjoying this win to the maximum as possible. I've
got one bit of advice for you. If you're divorce her.
To be honest, Terry, I have been saying this from the Champions League win. We are winning the league. There is no reason as to why we are not going to win this. We schooled the 2 Arsenal fans here a couple of weeks ago. We'll school you Manchester United fans as well when the time comes. We'll school everybody in the freaking league and we will win this. We have the best defense. There is no doubt. Nobody has scored an open play goal for us right now. The only goal that they scored was a penalty and that's it. And we got the best midfield in the league, no doubt. We got a very good attack and we got a clear goal scorer. And we clearly got the better manager as well. We are definitely winning this league, and that's that. I am sick and
tired. Look at that 50-inch pumping chest. 5 plates each side, 50-inch chest. I'm loving that, brother. Listen, Mr. Anthony, thank you for all your donations. I think you should now slowly creep back into that bed, give your wife a nice little cuddle, a nice little spoon. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Hello, darling. We just show her how happy you are with Chelsea winning. Do you know what I'm saying, son? Go on, my lads. Go on, sunshine.
100%, Terry. She's gonna know how it feels to be a champion tonight. You know what I mean?
Yes, my brother. Yes, go do it. Honestly, bro. Look at that. Honestly, go do it. Keep the camera on. Go in. No,
stop.
So, man,
King Kong ain't got nothing on me tonight.
Oh my
okay. Yes, my brother. You take care, my friend. Go have some. He's gonna have some fun tonight. Look at that.
Sorry, what have you done?
I love it.
Lord.
I love it. See, that's somebody who's that's just
Name me
fun.
his firstborn, Terry.
He can do. It's a great name. It's a great, strong name. Hopefully he has more. He might have hair like me when he's born, to be fair. Right, next caller on the show, man like Latimus is here. Latimus Prime in the house. What you saying, bro?
What up, people? I think Chelsea fans on socials, they are going into Saul way too much. He's hasn't played much last season with Atletico Madrid, and he's coming into a new league. Yes, it was a bad performance, but should that not be expected, per se? So I think there's that. Our final ball, again, it's still something that frustrates me, because even though Lukaku himself will get goals, I'm so worried about the rest of our front line. Ziyech today, off the ball, he was great, but going forward, he was poor. Havertz had a poor game. Callum, when he got pushed to playing left wing, which is what everyone wants him to do, again, didn't do anything to stake a claim. KJ put out on Twitter, why doesn't Callum play ahead of Ziyech? Because he hasn't earned the right to play ahead of anyone else there. I'm not saying he's not good enough based on talent, but on application, he's not, which is quite a frustrating thing, I guess. But yeah, going forward, for us, I think if we don't win the league, that will be the problem for us. That will be why.
Do you think you're going to win it?
Who just said that? Me.
Do you think you're going to win it? Do you think you're going to win it?
What did I say?
Do you think you're going to win the league?
We should win the league.
Okay, so are you going to say categorically right now?
I can see reasons why we can't or we won't. Reason why I can see United winning the league, but again, there are reasons why they won't, being their midfield issue. Same with City winning the league, and the reasons why they
do you know what, guys? You make a good point. There's always a reason that a team might not win something. Do you get what I mean? Like, but that doesn't mean we can't back people. What is wrong with football fans? Why are we always looking for maybe it's society has now made us all look at the negatives in our lives. Like, we'd all like more opportunities. We'd all like better outcomes. I'd like a nicer car. I'd love more hair. Like, I would honestly love to wake up in the morning and my hairline was back down to there where it began. Freya keeps coming up to me, laughing out loud, saying, "Haha, you're bald," and like rubbing my head. I'd love to have hair, but I don't. But I'm very, 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 very blessed in life. So be happy still. Like with your football clubs, there's all little holes everywhere. Pep wants a striker, didn't get it. Klopp would like a bigger squad, he hasn't got it. But I don't get this like negativity from football fans. It must be social media. It has to be social media that's done this.
It's not negativity.
I am backing Chelsea and everything to win it. I want us to win it. We should. But again, I'm not gonna come out and say ridiculous, delusional statements because I'm to make it look like I'm backing my team. Like I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna do stuff like that. I'm not gonna.
You know what?
Can I wait a second, KJ? Can I just say one thing real quick?
We're gonna be unbeaten now, or our team is world class players all around and stuff like that. Because I just know that's not true.
Look, for me, it's 4 games in. Yes, you can back your team and go, "We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league." But me not feeling like we can win the league now doesn't mean that I don't think we can win the league 10 games down the line. I can change my opinion at a later stage. It's just that it's too early to call for me to say, yeah, we're going to win the league from what I've seen.
But there's a difference though, Jem. We're going to win the league. I think Man United are going to win the league. But you're even reluctant to even allow yourself to be considered a favourite. We say you're.
No, I've already said that. I've said we can compete. I've always said we can compete.
Yeah, but I make you the favourites. I make you the favourites right now.
Thing, though.
I think there are 3 favourites.
I want to say one thing. You guys are forgetting Man City. Manchester United and Chelsea are bypassing and looking at themselves, and I like that. You guys should put pressure on your club. You should put pressure on yourselves, and you should put pressure on your team to win now. But I still think City can still be in this title race, and they could still beat both of you guys.
City are there, bruv. Like, no one's writing City off. 100%. No, you can't. You can't write them off. But yeah, it's their fans. But all 5 of them have got to back their club. Do you know what I mean? They've got to come out here and say something. Man like Big Steve, Jan, Daps. Who else? Rose.
Rose.
Patrick. Like, yeah, all four of them. Like, have that
Four,
chest.
yeah.
Have that chest. Listen, Prime, thanks for coming on, mate, and having your say. Top man. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, lad. Johnny's here. Johnny, Minerals FC is in. Wants to come on, have his say. What are you saying, Johnny?
Yeah, what are you saying? What's happening? Yes, Jem. Yes,
Minerals.
Yeah, minerals galore, mate. Minerals up the Minerals FC.
No Mason Mount, no, bro.
Listen. I want, you know what I mean, Jem, David. What's all this, bruv? You got to go in with chest about winning the Champions League. You got to go in chest with winning the Premiership title. Last year, I said it was chest in January, and everyone laughed at me. David, you were there, bruv. If he's on, you were there, bruv. You're on Monster Stream. I said it, bruv, and you laughed at me, bruv. You said,
"But when I had chest,
who won the Champions League, David?
When I had chest about Thomas Tuchel saying he'd be a good manager after Lampard's sack, what did you all say to me? What did you all say? What were you? No, you were all in your feelings. All of no. But my point is, my point is, my point is with this is that everyone's different. So your outcome and my outcome can be different. It's fine. We're fans. We can all have a different opinion. Just because Terry says we've all got to back our clubs doesn't mean I have to do it.
No. He's right. He's right. You back your team.
Cool. In your brain that makes sense.
Yeah. And I'll tell you now. Yeah. I'll tell you now. Yeah. I'll tell you how it is, David. Yeah. I'll tell you how it is, mate. Yeah. Our team is the most balanced team in the Premiership right now. I saw enough at Liverpool away to know that we got the minerals to win the title. And today, we didn't play very well at all. We played well within ourselves. If it wasn't for Lukaku being clinical and their mistake for Kovacic, it would have been a 0-0, bruv. And for Mendy made 2 outstanding saves and kept us with clean sheet. So let's have it right. We didn't play well and we won the game. That's the sign of champions. Really? And that's a fact. So when I look at our team now, I'm seeing all the ingredients, all the minerals, like I say, yeah, that we have got everything we need to go and win this title. And if you talk about, Ronaldo come in, he had his fairy tale debut today, and he done well. Lukaku bagged 2 goals. It was nothing, bro. Do you know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, yeah, Man United's midfield, their DM roles are piss poor. It ain't gonna last the whole season. Manchester City, they haven't got a proper striker, and they ain't replaced Aguero. So they're going to rely on a injury-prone Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, and a Torres in false 9. All right? So I'm going to see how that plays out. Liverpool, their squad is thin. So thin. They get a few injuries. They've got African Cup of Nations. They're going to wither away. And I'm all good with that. I love the Dippers being in the mud. But at the end of the day, yeah, Chelsea, if you look at us as a whole, we've got a complete balance. We've got a top-class striker up front who's bagging goals for fun now. We're not even really playing that well, and we will come to a point where we play well this season, and we've got the best manager in the league by far.
Johnny, what do you think happens if Lukaku gets injured for 2 weeks or we lose him for a month?
He's not injury prone, Jim.
No, but I'm just saying, say, because you've got to bear in mind, we've only got one Timo Werner, we could say maybe he's a striker as well, but without Lukaku on the pitch, do you not feel like we look fine? I agree that we've got strength and depth across the team, other than the forward line. Yeah. Other than Lukaku, if he's injured, we're back to square one last year.
No, I'll be honest with you, Jim. Yeah, the way I see it is when Lukaku doesn't play, you're going to stick King Kai in there as false 9. All right, because I don't think that, or Werner, depending on the opposition, you can put him in the centre forward position. But today, and I had it out with many people, today was because Mason Mount didn't play and Jorginho didn't play. And that's a fact. And when Jorginho came on, you all saw the difference.
Yeah,
the game was controlled. It was the tempo was at our tempo. We got the lucky second goal early on, and that killed the game. All right, but you still in the final third, you missed Mount. Havertz was knackered. He weren't doing enough. He was very lost this game, and I don't blame him. He's tired, man, from international. But Mason Mount was the missing piece. If we wanted to go and win that game 4-5-6-0, tell David Mason Mount in that. Well, it's facts, David. If you don't think Mason Mount was important,
Mason Mount was a big miss, no doubt.
Can I say something really quick?
Of course.
I just think you guys are forgetting that without Lukaku, as soon as Tuchel came in, you guys were like first in form. You guys were up there in the league without Lukaku last season. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, you guys were already good last season. Like, I get it that you want to play like almost perfect matches, but that's never going to happen in a league this competitive. Like, you don't give up goals. That's, for me, that's the biggest indication of your ability to probably win the league, because you only need to score one goal to win the game. So you guys were first in the league after Tuchel came in. Like, that shows you just right there. Like, and Man City was getting points. Man United was pretty good towards the end of the season. Like, you have to remember that. Like, with Lukaku, that is a big jump for you guys. So I don't know what this is like. Well, if Lukaku's not here, well, when Lukaku wasn't here, you guys were still like first in the league when Tuchel came in.
The one thing I would say to that is, right, if you look at, I'm going to go to stats. I'd never like using stats because I'm not one for stats. But if you look at the amount of chances we created last season, we were second from last from converting them. Second from last in converting.
And now you have an efficient striker that can
that's
finish those little bit of chances that you guys have.
I agree. But I'm just worried that and this is why I keep saying I'm not too sure of us winning the league. Yes, Lukaku will score goals. We know that. We need to see Ziyech. Ziyech today was piss poor. Piss poor.
Yeah,
Kai Havertz. This thing with Callum Hudson-Odoi. One second. This thing with Callum Hudson-Odoi. Yeah. Everyone keeps saying he's not been given the opportunity. He gets given the opportunity. He didn't take his chance today again. And this is what happens. He got moved into the left centre just behind the striker today, where everyone says is his biggest strength, not as a right wing back. And again, he didn't perform, and he's not getting in front for me of Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, even Ziyech, who I think is not even playing that well as well. And I think Timo Werner, who I know we criticise a lot, is more impactful than Ziyech and Cho when he's on the pitch.
That's why we're winning the league, Jem, because we got the squad depth to get through games. So we could play Cho. Cho, you got to be like, I'm going to back Cho. I'm going to back all the players now to go against you. Yeah. So that is the first time that Cho in 45 minutes, not even 45 minutes, probably like 25, 30 minutes, he played in his orthodox position with Lukaku, who's never played with, and Ziyech, he's not played with this season. So none of them have played with each other. Kai Havertz is the only one that's played with Lukaku up front. So you're going to get disjointedness, you're going to get misplaced passes, you're not going to get that telepathy. That's going to take time. But it's clear that Tuchel wants Havertz and Mount as his sort of his first choice with Lukaku. The rest is depend on the games and what his schedule is. He'll choose who's going to play. I agree. Cho didn't really do enough. He did a job, but he didn't really do anything in the final third. Ziyech was pretty poor, but did enough. But that's what wins you titles, when you just do a little bit and you don't play great, you win the league.
Do you know what? I was talking to KJ earlier today, actually, and I was watching some old Man United stuff. And I was watching a lot of our games, sort of like extended highlights from the 07-08 season. Best season in my adult life. Do you know the amount of games? We won a Premier League and Champions League that season. Ronaldo, 44 goals, all that jazz. Do you know how many games we stunk the house out on, where we won the game, but we were not great all the time? There is this weird, I don't know what it is. There's this weird kind of belief that's been developed via social media in the last 7 or 8 years that your team can only be like rated if you're brilliant for 85 plus minutes in every single game. That's never really existed. Now, some teams look good for large periods because of the way they move the ball. So Pep Guardiola's teams always kind of look good, even when they're not good. You go back to games where Man United have beaten them under Ollie a few times. They have a lot of the ball and they move it around nice, but actually like watch it for what it's worth. What do they do with that ball and that possession? Man United under LVG, we dominated the ball in nearly every game. And I remember getting into, this is years before like social media was a big thing. I remember getting into almost fist fights with people at the bars outside Old Trafford. We go to a pub after the game. And someone had overheard me say, "Oh, we just got dominated again today." What do you mean we got dominated? We had 78% of the ball. Yeah, and we lost 2-0. We were dominated. They let us have the fucking ball because we couldn't do nothing with it. How it looks and what you deliver are two different things. The guy in the club with Gucci written across his t-shirt, the Gucci belt, the nice bottle of champers. I almost bet you, I bet you $1,000 he lives with his mum and he ain't got no money. He just spent his weekly wages to look that good in the bar. It looks good. And I said this before, anyone who's got a daughter, if she brings home a man who is style over substance, make sure she leaves him. Anybody that is style over substance is a loser. Loser. If you're style over substance, you're a loser of a person. You're going to have a bad life. Always remember, substance comes first. If you can have both, then you are perfection, like me. But it's a joke, pure joke. Don't mean it. But you have to have it. And for me, it's like I look at a lot of fans at the minute. Yeah, I think we can win the league, but if we get two or three major injuries, we might not. Yeah, that's pretty true. Like that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Like Usain Bolt, in every race he was in his pomp, he was the favorite. Unless he snapped his hamstring while he was running, and then he wasn't the favorite, but he was still the favorite. Like I don't get this negative notion of like, oh yeah, I'm going to say we're not favorites in case something goes wrong. Forget the banter. We all know that. Like if Man United go into a game with Burnley, we're the favourites. If we have 2 players sent off and lose 3 others to injury early on, we're not the favourites anymore. But it just is what it is for me. It is what it is. But listen, everyone who's tuned in tonight, a massive thank. I know there's more of you that want to come on. We've run out of time, and I'm so sorry. Back tomorrow with more content for you. All of my new members, all of my super chatters, a massive thank you to each and every single one of you. It means a great deal from the bottom of my heart. Hopefully the sound's been a bit more consistent tonight, not up and down so much with this new mic. I'm going to go back and listen to it. But look, today's been about Lukaku. Today's been about Cristiano Ronaldo and his return to today's been about Arsenal Arsenal scored a goal today.
Yeah, no Gilmore. They didn't have Gilmore, Terry. They didn't play Gilmore.
What it was? No Gilmore.
That's what it was, mate.
Williams did it right, to be fair.
Who? Billy Leicester, bruv. That's who.
Oh, is he on Norwich?
Yeah, he's at Norwich.
Hang on. Oh, say it again. What are they called? What's their names?
Norwich.
Yeah, you got it.
Wait, she has composed herself.
I had to think really hard.
You actually sounded English when you said that as well. Like, it's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. listen, everyone who's tuned in, thank you. Smash that like and that share button. Today, honestly, I cannot tell you the numbers that we have done have been amazing. Over 478 new subscribers to the Football Terrace today as well. So absolutely thank you for not bad for a clickbait king. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. Everyone watching on Give Me Sport as well, big up yourselves. Make sure that like button is smashed. We're back tomorrow. Leeds versus Liverpool. Tactics shows out tomorrow morning as well. Take care. Goodbye.